Hello everyone, it is Monday, June 7th, 5:39 p.m. and about 28 degrees Celsius. And we are starting off here in Liberty Village. I think I was perhaps in the way of that van. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. It is hot out, so hopefully we don't have the camera overheat, although I don't think this will be the longest stream in the world. And I hope that the quality is alright. I was just in this area filming a walk for tomorrow. I had recorded 2 walks through the beaches on Sunday, but I could only use one of them. One of them, the audio was completely shot. So what I'm thinking of doing is setting that one just to random music, and I'll upload that on the Stumbles channel. So we'll see if I can get that in place for tomorrow or Wednesday. So if you want to see the beaches along Queen Street, you can head over to the Johnny Stumbles channel. Although it won't be me talking, it'll be just be random music that I picked. And the video that was going to go up tomorrow was up today. That was the Beaches Boardwalk. And the walk that I just recorded was another hidden Toronto. Tara had suggested one. I haven't got to that one yet, Tara, but I did get to one in this neighborhood. So that'll be my editing plans for tonight. And this is the old Toronto Carpet Factory. So what I want to do is head over to a new pedestrian bridge that opened up in April. This is Liberty Village, and it's kind of severed by the railway tracks to both the north and south. And there's a new pedestrian crossing that opened. Let's take a look up here. From Western Battery Road up to Douro, I think. That's a street that'll go alongside or go right up to King Street. Susan says the waterfront is disgusting. So much litter and so little cleaners. Oh, hello Vivian, Bevy, Brad, Anthony, and everyone else who's here. And we got some good news. I think it's too little too late personally, but as of Friday, outdoor dining returns to Ontario, and non-essential retail can open up. Personal care services are still a no-go. Those should be right before the July long weekend. Oh, this is neat. And before you criticize me, yes, I'm wearing the same t-shirt that I wore in last night's live stream on my other channel. Oops, it was fresh enough. So I'll head over to Liberty Street and then we'll find our way over to the new pedestrian crossing. That's really all I want to accomplish on this live stream. Don't have my sights set very high. I was kind of hoping to take the day off, but when my one video didn't work out, that forced me outside. And this area, has a stadium where the Toronto Wolfpack, the professional rugby team, play, and there is a respite center. So if you're wondering what that is, it's basically a homeless shelter. And in the park, just to the north of it, I don't want to get my camera too close, but you can see there's a whole lot of tents way off in the distance. Lisa says this looks familiar. Well, you might just have an idea as to what tomorrow's video will be. I hopped off the streetcar and said hi. I think I said it's Monday, May 9th. I don't know where I got that from. I should probably just write down the first few lines and read it off my phone or something. Here's where Sirius XM is located. So this new crossing we're heading over to, opened up in April. And it connected the eastern part of Liberty Village to King Street. There's a lot of old factories and warehouses around here. Vision TV, home of Zoomer News. I have never even heard of that. Has anyone heard of Zoomer News? Looks like there's a studio right there. Oh. I'm gonna cross quickly here. There's a look towards the stadium. It's not that funny, Susan. I've heard Ken do it. I actually corrected myself right away. I was like, hey, it's Monday, May 9th. No, it's not. So rather than re-record it. I used to re-record stuff like that. Or fix it. But now I just let it go. I think that guy just talked to me on his bike. I didn't catch it. VisionTV.ca. I've never even heard of Vision TV. Hello, Jeanette. Hope you're having a good Monday. Nikki B, long time no see. And this little place, Liberty Village Market and Cafe, seems to have quite a strong following. I've heard a lot of good things about it. And on the left is Big Rock. What's funny, when I moved to the second place I lived in Korea, in Gangnam, there was a Big Rock brewery there. I think this is an Alberta-based brewery. So this is a look north up to Jefferson Avenue. I've done one live stream around Liberty Village before. I guess this patio will be rocking on Friday. I'm probably going to come out and make a few different videos on Friday and do a stream. And I will be making some rezos for Saturday, perhaps lunch and dinner. So here's Atlantic Avenue. I was on the street earlier today. So I think this is the last street that connects us to King Street until the bridge we're heading to. So you'll be able to have an idea as to how severed Liberty Village was from King Street and why they had to build that bridge or wanted to. There goes the 63 bus that'll be heading up to Ossington Station. I've taken that once. Bevy will be going to a patio on Friday. Or I might have been wrong. I think it's the street next to Atlantic. I think this one connects to King Street. There's a whole bunch of restaurants and stuff right near the top of... Oh, my eyes must be bad. I can't read that sign from here. There's the Toy Factory lofts. It's the old Irwin Toy Factory. If you remember Irwin Toys. And we just went by Big Rock Brewery. There's 3 brewers. They have a location on Yonge, just south of where the Hard Rock used to be, and they used to have a location on Adelaide. But that was a victim of all the restrictions that went in place. They shut that one down pretty early into the pandemic. Although that one was almost entirely fueled by office workers. I don't think they'll be coming back in droves, at least probably not this year. I think this is one of the newer builds done in the style of an older build. I forgot to mention it, but we are heading east on the north side of Liberty Street. There's the Brazen Head. That's probably the most popular pub in this area. It has to be one of the nicest Popeyes locations in their entire chain. That whole area will be bustling with life come Friday. And there's Williams Landing. That's a popular pub. It looks like there's a... They want to increase this building to 34 stories. There's a number of those different landing bars throughout Toronto. There's another one over in City Place, and I think at Simcoe and Front Street you'll find one. Or is it York and Front? I think York and Front. Mr. Bell says, how hard is it to do 4K live? I think you would need some dedicated hardware to do that. I could maybe do it, I could try it with my cycling setup, but I don't think I could do it over a phone. I don't think phones are nearly powerful enough for that, but we'll see. And just to the north of here is kind of an odd site. We're in this big urban city development, and they have, it's basically a strip mall with a supermarket. I've always found it kind of weird in there. This is definitely a dog-owning neighborhood, that's for sure. Video is, yeah, the video just got kind of choppy. I noticed that. That's why I switched the oh, that seems to be better. Maybe I just wandered into a bad area. It was choppy on my Lawrence Avenue walk too, at least for the first bit. Tech needs to watch the apple. I thought that was horrible. What a waste of time. I watched that today for some reason. I had it on in the background. Here's the new pedestrian crossing. Do a choppiness test. Yikes. Yeah, it's still chugging a bit. Let me try something, guys. We shouldn't lose the connection, but I'm gonna turn off the VPN right now. Just give me 1 sec. For some reason the VPN I use is making things a bit choppy. Which is weird, as that's a VPN that's supposed to make things faster, but okay. There's a crowd of people over there. I'll come over to this side. I've never been in here. Yeah, guys, I just turned off the VPN. It's reconnecting. You'll have to give it a minute to get back to full quality. Same thing happened last time. I don't know why my Speedify is acting up. I should ask Action Kid if his is doing the same. But there is a look at the dog park and the CN Tower. But I guess I have to put a mask on to go in here. I have never been over this walkway. And just in case you had any faith left in humanity, at least in Toronto, this will ruin it. Look at all those Airbnb locks. Susan says tunnel run. This is not it's a bridge. We should have a connection from up there, but let's go see. Since technically it's indoors, I think the mask is necessary along with the nasty hair. Some of those might be for realtors or condos. Yeah, some of them, but 90% of them aren't. Okay, so let's cross over to King Street or Douro or whatever the street is on the other side here. There's view number one. So we are heading over some rail tracks. That's the reason they built this overpass. It's a rather long, narrow dog park. here's the main event. Well, it looks like, unfortunately, it's not yet accessible. And the view to the east. And I think that is Strachan Avenue. Just over to the east there. Oh, we got a GO train. Let's go catch it the other way. Hey, we have a UP Express train. Switch back our angle. Ali BHG knows the train is going to come. Well, given that it's still the rush hour, there'll be a fair bit of GO trains rolling through. So that's the view over the tracks from both sides. Definitely a neat vantage point. Jenny K got here in time for the trades.
Sorry. That's okay. My superior goes, what day and what time did you book for the reservations? And 11 on lot of it, as they said.
Just waiting for some people to walk by. Let's see what kind of view of King we can get. Oh, this isn't King, this is Douro, I think. That's King. So, well done, City of Toronto. A much needed link for Liberty Village. Oh, we have some food pickups here. I once saw a Wendy's truck like this. I guess you can order these off of Uber or one of those apps, and that's where they go pick it up. That's pretty lazy.
Family goes.
I've ever been this way. Let's go this way instead of King Street. Ray Diamond really dislikes people who litter. I don't know if I dislike them. I dislike what they do. I think we all have bad habits, but that's definitely a particularly disgusting one. Another one is people who flick their cigarette butts over balconies. There's an article of a lady whose entire unit went up in flames because some asshat did that. I had someone in my building post pictures once of the food they were about to eat with a cigarette butt in it. Going to Roncesvalles. That's an interesting guess, I guess, as we're heading in the other direction. I would have to go west on King Street and follow it all the way up, and that will actually put me on Roncesvalles Avenue. I've never been here before, or at least on this part of Douro. We've got some street art here. Might be wide angle worthy. Blue sky, a bike lane, CN Tower straight ahead. Don't know why I'm commenting on the obvious. So we are supposed to get rain tonight at some point. I think this stream will be long gone before that happens. There's Crawford Street. So these are the rail tracks just on my right. I can't see in there, but maybe you guys can if I... Somewhere over there are some rail tracks, although this is that part that's all kind of decked over and covered, so I don't think we actually got a view in there. DH trains. We showed a GO train and an Up Express train, and tomorrow at the start of my video you'll see a GO train and a Via train. So there's a lot of trains coming up. This is Strachan, but I'm gonna take a water break right now. I wonder if they ever thought about just permanently decking this over and creating a green space above the rail tracks here. A mini rail deck park, so to speak. They did this much already. Oh, there's a access to the rail tracks right here. Yikes, we know where all the garbage is hiding. Someone's cell phone mount for their bike is down there. Jeanette Morales, $5 super sticker. 30 minutes in and we have our first super. Thank you, Jeanette, very much for the $5. I'm gonna find a place to put my phone down here. Where it won't tip over. I'm just gonna grab a sip of my water, and thank you again, Jeanette. put 3 giant ice cubes in this thing. And they're all gone. That wasn't even that long ago. Jenny says hydration is good, Johnny. Yeah, I didn't used to hydrate on my streams. I actually tried to do the opposite when it wasn't hot out. I'd very much like to not have the feeling of having to go to the bathroom. And I think this is probably about the hottest that I will stream in. What is this thing? Sanjay's glad my phone is not overheating. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to stream when it's too hot out. Are we going to Garrison Commons? Susan, we can. I just kind of wanted to get a look over all this funky deck, or whatever you call it, that they've built here. Ali BHG is going to watch Ice Road Truckers. Mark H, $5, starting up the haircut fund. Thank you for the $5. Oh, that is a police station, isn't it? Thank you, Marge, and thank you, Marge? Mark, and thank you, Jeanette. I'm just gonna get out of the way of all these people crossing. So here's where Wellington Street West begins. So you could take this, it gets interrupted by Spadina, but you could just take that over to the financial district. The choppiness is back a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. There's not much I can do. So this is going to take us over to Stanley Park. I'm just thinking, which side of the street do I want to be on? Hello, Chris Mills. I think the culprit is probably Rogers. Godwin says Bell is bad too. Ken uses Bell. He seems to have a pretty good go at it, but I've tried Telus, I've tried Rogers, I've tried Freedom. I've seen Ken's on Bell. Really, they're all good some of the time, but none of them are good all of the time. That's just the reality here. Garrison Community Garden Co-op. That's neat. There's Stanley Park on the north side of Wellington. So this will take us south of the rail tracks here. This opened up a couple of years ago. It's a fairly new addition to the city. Johnny, dance for us. I'm not gonna dance for you guys. Sorry, it's just that not that kind of stream today. Ryan Rides was through here yesterday. I have not seen that. Have you uploaded it yet, Ryan? So this will take us over to the Bentway. These look bad Vegas hotels. There's a view to this, to the west. Hello, Midnight Express. I'd go over to the other side and get a look, but there's a ton of people coming through. And you don't get a particularly good view from here anyways. A Medic's Mind. Long time no see. Hope all is well. You missed a sub 2 hour stumbles last night. And on that note, if there is a stumble stream next Sunday, it's going to be late and it's going to be quite short. As a friend is having his 40th birthday on Sunday night. And I'm going to go over to his house for some backyard beverages. I think we're meeting around 7, so that puts my entire Sunday night streaming in jeopardy. Oh, you're camping. Awesome. I think we're finally allowed to camp again. That was one of the silly things they closed down not too long ago. So how did that girl get in there with her dog? I guess the fence is open at some point. I don't think she's supposed to be in there. Yeah, Godwin, the whole point of that channel is just to take it easy and not stress over these things, so I'll probably just end up canceling it. So here is bridge number 2. And a look to the west. So that should be Bathurst Street. That's crossing the tracks just over there. Amy, you do not have to say thank you with the donation if you're uncomfortable about it. Putting your credit card into YouTube, which I guess is a valid concern. You can PayPal, but I certainly am just grateful that you're here watching. Thank you, Vivian. I also need to buy some electric bike horns. That's something I'll be researching this week. It's on the to-do list. So thank you for your super chat regarding that. That's true, Sanjay. They can also do Patreon. Thanks for reminding. right, Godwin. Have a good night, sir. Watching from, I can't see that train, otherwise I would have pointed the camera over there. Watching from an 87-inch TV. Bevy YH said for some sunscreen so you don't get a bird this summer. Thank you, Bevy. You'll be disappointed to hear that I already have plenty of Dollarama sunscreen, but I will put that $10 towards some 3-in-1. I could probably get about 3 bottles of that, so my hair, body, and what else do you do? Face? What's the other one there? I don't know. All 3 things that a 3-in-1 are supposed to be clean will be clean. Just kidding. Thank you for the $10. Would you ever do a kayak stream? I'll just be honest and say no. Sounds neat, but you saw the trouble I went through just to do a bicycle stream. SPF 50 and up are a good idea. When I lived in Korea, one of my students' moms gave me SPF 100. I was like, what? James Brown, $5 for a cold beer. Now we're talking. Thank you, James Brown. I emptied out my fridge on yesterday's adventure. I was doing all my videos yesterday with a backpack full of tall boys that I had in the freezer. So that will definitely do me a solid to get some refills on that. Transwave says it's going to rain tomorrow. I might do a rain video. I'm thinking of doing a biking video. It's a little choppy again. Midnight Express, I talked about that on my stream last night. I'm a little tired of that topic, sorry, but it'll be on the way. So here's where you can head down to the Bentway. There's Old Fort York. That's an old military base that was used to defend the city of Toronto. Carsto, $6.99. Cheers for your first drink on a patio this weekend. Thank you, Carsto. I'm very much looking forward to doing just that. Thank you very much. Let's try the wide angle. Sometimes the regular angle is chugging. The wide angle, for some reason, is smoother. Maybe it's using a lower bit rate. I don't really know. Do some yoga in the park.
Where's your strong foot, bitch?
All right, I'm gonna have to figure out this choppiness that didn't seem to be here until recently. And this trail down here, I think, is a great place for inline skating. Is a ice trail in the winter with public skating. But it's a nightmare to film at because they're always blasting music here.
Yeah, same. And that was like
Jenny K. Cinder the Gardener, yes, we are under the gardener. Sorry guys, one sec. Now it's a question of where are we heading? Let's go this way to the south. Do you ever wear a muscle shirt? No. One of the last people you'll ever see donning one of those. I really wish that we just blew this damn thing up. I think that's what I'm thinking, Lisa. Whereas if I stayed the other way, I'd be committed to walking all the way to St. Andrew or Union probably, or taking the King streetcar over. So let's cut through this not very well maintained common area. Is this a public park? You don't want to turn on the general public with your python arms in public by wearing a muscle shirt? No, I'm not Ken. Funny dog just got jab number 2. Awesome, funny dog. Congrats. There was a link on one of the subreddits from a study in Europe that showed that AZ for the first plus Pfizer for the second was a stronger, more robust response than just 2 of either of those shots. That makes me a little bit less likely to do mixing, or a little bit more likely, I guess. Not that this is the right forum to talk about that, but either way, congrats on jab number 2. Funny dog. This is a really, really poorly maintained park. I don't know if the wide angle is picking. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be like that. What is this supposed to be? This is almost like a joke. Funny dog. You got number 2 from yeah, I've heard that you can do that these days. In a lot of places when they have their excess at the end of the night, as long as you have your first one, you can get number 2 of anything. So no dogs or people in the garden. This is a garden? These are gardens. I don't want to be negative on this place, but I think we found the worst park in the city of Toronto. No dogs or people in the garden. No dogs or people, but if you have a pet snake or some plastic bags, if you went to A&W and you want to throw the lid off your cup in the garden, feel right ahead. I've always thought from the outside this place looked kind of nice, but I'm really disappointed. I guess the saving grace is you have a proper park across the street in Coronation. You got yourself a nice big park. I'm gonna sit down and get another apparently Jesus was here before. Get another sip of water while we overlook the amazing park. And crab gardens. Hey, Clayton Crawford, I did. I cannot see the screen right now, guys. I'm just gonna have some H2O. Hard to believe it's been an hour yet, Tech, and this is going to be closer to the stream lengths probably throughout summer. It's just a matter of the heat. Although I do have some news, I guess. Last night I showed off in my live stream that I bought some $29 no-name Chinese shoes from Amazon. And look at that. They have been light and comfy. I'm legitimately about to endorse these things. So, I just thought I would go for it. Shoes are really hit or miss with me. Mostly miss when it comes to comfort. And my feet usually destroy them. Some people were saying I had razor blades in my heels. But these ones are holding up. There's the old tip-top lofts. I'm not going to get in this streetcar. I remember with the softball gear trying to cross the street here with my team. It was always an adventure. We'd have our big softball bag and all our gear. And there's no marked crossing here. Fans Buses Gaming says almost 400 watching. You know what? I'm gonna have to cross back. I remember running over here. There's like a pizza store over here, or a pizza shop. Yep. Josh used to live there. He always wondered if he was watching us play softball. But chances are his unit was facing the other way. See, look at that. It's not choppy anymore. I think I might just have to lower the bit rate. I don't really know. I'll play around with this a bit and see if I can get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, it's here.
What kind of street name is this? This is Grand Magazine Street. Scorpion says, come on, smash the like button for me. Thank you, Scorpion. You can also subscribe if you haven't. We're almost at the big 50K. Oh, I'm crossing where cyclists are supposed to be right now. Okay, my other channel is almost at 4,000. I was mentioning earlier that I'll have a different kind of video up on that channel either tomorrow or Wednesday, as I'm gonna set my Queen Street East walk to music, something I've never done before. Can you just click it instead of smashing it? Sure. I don't think it distinguishes between a click or a smash. So this is Stadium Road. Near the, I think it was the first professional stadium in Toronto. There's also a baseball place in Riverside that has a similar claim, so I'm not sure. I need to revisit my Toronto history on that. Barry says music, no, the songs are limited to copyright-free songs from the YouTube library. So unfortunately, they will not be particularly good or notable songs. But they will be songs. CJ Hoyle is here. CJ Hoyle, I've been watching you ride your recumbent bike all over the city, and I see you got the new GoPro 9. Congrats on that, CJ. I look forward to your next adventure, and we'll have to get back in touch, as we were planning to have a collaboration of sorts, but then the stay-at-home order went into effect, and we had to put that on the back burner. But if you guys don't know, CJ's been doing a lot of very interesting adventures across Toronto, and he narrates them on his bike. He's also done a kayaking adventure. Barnabas Bulpet has become a member. Thank you for joining, Barnabas. Lions Head Park. Well, this is Little Norway on the right. And I might need some tips from you. The back wheel on my single-speed bike, I think the nut is seized up. I cannot get that thing off. I have a valve core stem stuck inside my wheel. I was going to take it off and replace the tube, but since I couldn't get it off, I just decided to let it rattle around inside my wheel. I don't think it's harming anything in there, but I don't think it's supposed to be there. CJ is very handy at pretty much everything. I'm not following it, Lisa. Did I go the wrong way? Well, we'll figure that out another day, because I think this is a good spot to sit down and have a drink from my backpack. Just to the south of here is Billy Bishop. I'm on the right path. Oh, is that the one just to the south of here? Oh. Here we are at Little Norway. It's just across the field straight ahead. Yeah. We'll have to catch that on the next one because I have already sat my 40-year-old butt down and this is where we're gonna stay. But we do have a nice video tomorrow. Another Hidden Toronto series. Funny Dogs' libraries are open today for computer printing and photocopying. It is a start. Now if only everything else were open. Get Canada's Wonderland open. But on that note, guys, thank you to our mods, Bevy, Tech, and anyone else who was here. Thank you to those who super chatted, became members, and just hung out and watched the stream. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. Also, my other channel, Johnny Stumbles, will have a video coming up where I walk down Queen Street East. That was supposed to be the video on this channel today. Johnny things happened, so oh well. So we will finish this video off with a view of my $29 no-name Chinese shoes that actually did a very cool job. They worked well. Alright, on that note, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.